I have been given some instructions and I'm following them to the T. So I'm coming from Rastafari Bird Legs, where I spend the day today, and I had me a hot meal. Mervyn Myers, in honor of strong women everywhere, how to overcome injustice in the workplace. In honor of strong women everywhere, this is an inspirational story of how Mervyn Myers triumphed over her battle with her hidden disabilities, which started at childhood. This is a story about how one brave woman overcome her chronic anxieties to take on the injustices at her workplace. This heartwarming story encourages women worldwide to never give up on themselves. It inspires individuals to rise above adversity and achieve their potential. About the author. Mervyn is a qualified early years practitioner for over 18 years. She specializes in special education needs and is passionate about working with children and families. She has been involved in implementing the multi-generational working approach. This book will give you an insight into her transitional journey when dealing with the challenges of life. And that's my book paper. I dedicate my book to myself, yes, after being sectioned in the Maudsley. So it says, to Maureen's Angel, in honor of strong women everywhere, how to overcome injustice in the workplace and societies that discriminate in breach of the Equality Act 2010. Protected characteristics. Thanks for being on this journey of breaking down the barriers of this systemic discrimination, Mervyn Myers. FD open. I'm getting shaky all over, people, so you won't see. Sometimes my hands are shaking so badly I can't even sign my name. The moral right of the author has been asserted. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, public performances, or otherwise, without written permission of the publisher, except for brief quotations, embodied in critical articles or reviews. The workbook is for personal use only. Commercial use is prohibited unless written permission and a license is obtained from the author, Mervyn Myers. The right of Mervyn Myers to be identified as the author of this work has been asserted in accordance with Section 77, 78 of the Photocopying Designs and Patents Act 1983. Text copyright 2017 by Mervyn Myers. My book was actually published in 2022, but it's been in the making for years. I'm going to skip ahead and I'm doing the dedication. This book is dedicated to my mother. She was a strong woman who took on many roles when she faced challenges. No teeth. To my aunt, Martin Nemhard, aka Evelyn Bailey, who told me the history of my Nemhard family when I visited her in St. Anne. To my Aunt Tillin Nemhard, aka Iselin Powell, one of 3 children born to my grandmother Irene Mills Nemhard, Auntie Tillin must be recognized for her contributions to Jamaica's independence and growing capitals as a female entrepreneur while she is still alive. I will take the accolades for creating the legacies, freeing the future generations of my families from the mental slavery of traumas inflicted on us, especially the females who bore their suffering in silence. Not me. To Merville Ratty Nemhard Myers Tomlinson for challenging the systemic discrimination that made me a criminal, needing emotional regulation treatment to cover for abusers. I'm going to finish off this chapter with telling you what's the chapters in my book. Dedication, table of contents, dedication, acknowledgements, preface, identifying the conditions of sin, awareness of sin and the aging processes, the effects of toxic environments and relationships, dealing with work-related matters, handling traumas of discrimination, raising concerns, challenging social injustices and inequalities, on the road to recovery, the experience of multiple discrimination. The strong black woman with disabilities breaking down the barriers of discrimination, references, appendix, about the author, useful links. And today, people, that's my first start in reading I was advised to read my book page by page. And I've started, I was out on the hunt all day and I've started doing exactly that. And I hope those of you who have promised to buy my book will go out and support the cause. And for those of you who are listening to me reading, In Honor of Strong Women Everywhere, How to Overcome Injustice in the Workplace by Merville Myers, will go out, will be inspired to go and get their own copy and share it with others. My name is Merville Myers. I have stories to tell, and I will not let anybody put me in a grave before God is ready for me. This is the Merville Myers you're looking at. I won't show people much more of me than that. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm proud to be me.